Yes, Mr. Mnisi.
Mr. Zungu, in law there is something called perjury. Do you know what perjury is?
La emthethweni ke noma ke kulaw kunento abayibiza ngokuthi
The basis for the relevance of the question, madam.
Yeah, Mr. Mnisi. He doesn't know what perjury is, so what are we going to do?
How long have you been a policeman, sir? For 12 years. We have been investigating cases, not so. Do you know what perjury is?
uyazi ukuthi yini pressure.
Yebo ngiyayazi.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. He says he knows it, my lord. What is perjury?
Yini?
No. You must lay a basis. You've got to tell this witness A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Under cross-examination, under oath, he comes with an answer which perjures himself. But at the moment, this witness is here, and then you're saying, does he know perjury? What is perjury? That question is disallowed.
As it is the court, my lord.
Yeah, because you can see, you're a legally trained person. What do you expect this witness to say about perjury? If he tells you it is the death of someone else, what are you going to say?
No, but my lord, those are answers that I'm expecting to come from the witness. Now the court really takes over the answering of those questions on behalf of the
You can't
witness.
ask this witness if he knows what perjury is before you've laid a foundation. Just standing up and say, do you know perjury?
That is how I choose to conduct my
Yeah,
cross-examination.
but that's not procedure. That question is disallowed without a foundation.
Thank you, sir. I'm told that I must lay I must lay the basis why I'm asking you what perjury is. I'm asking you this simply because you're a police officer. That's the basis why I'm asking you what perjury is. You've said you know perjury. The basis why I'm asking you what is perjury is because you've told this court that you've come to testify here as a police officer.
Ngikubuza ke lokho ngoba uyiphoyisa ushilo nokuthi uzofakaza la nanjengephoyisa.
So what is perjury?
Ngizofakaza njengephoyisa. Iphoyisa cha into umsebenzi wami.
I'm here to testify as a police officer. I think a police officer it's my work.
Sir, you have introduced at the inception of your testimony, you were introduced as a warrant officer, as a constable, who's got 12 years in the service of the South African Police Services. So that's my point of departure.
Uma uthulwa ke lana noma uchazwa ke uchathuna njengephoyisa elineminyaka ke 12 lisebenza.
Ngiyavumelana nawe.
I agree with you.
Thank you. What is perjury? You said you know it. I was requested.
I understand.
I'm asking not to answer you. I don't understand it.
Mhlambe ngiunderstand ngalendlela bengizophendula ngayo.
Mhlambe?
Ngalendlela bengizophendula ngayo.
Mhlambe maybe I don't understand it. So in the manner in which I was going to answer you.
But you've just said to me, you know what perjury is. You can give me the answer that you would have explained on what perjury is.
Engiyicabangayo.
The one I'm thinking.
It's fine. You can tell me perjury is monkey, it's fine.
It's you.
When?
What is perjury?
When?
What is perjury?
Angiyazi.
I don't know.
We have just said you know what perjury is.
Let's move along, and we don't see the sense of this cross-examination. With the greatest of respect to my learned friend.
I don't know what was the basis of the objection, my lord, because this very same witness said knows what perjury is. And then the court said, well, maybe perjury could be something else. And then I was requested to give the basis why am I asking this question. And I'm saying the basis why I'm asking this question simply because he's a police officer. I'm not asking something out of the ordinary. I'm asking something that is well within his knowledge of being a police officer. So I don't know what is the basis of the objection now. So you don't have an answer to what perjury is, despite the fact that you said you know what perjury is.
Yebo baba umnesi.
Thank you.
Mr. Mnisi.
Mr. Kwabeni, is he still alive?
and kicking.
Usaphila yebo impela.
Ugwabeni mina.
Ngibuza ugwabeni.
Usho ugwabeni maphi?
Which gwabeni?
Nami ngozungu ngogwabeni.
I'm also Zungu, I'm gwabeni.
I did not know that you are Gwabeni. I know that you are Zungu. You entered.
Yebo. Okay.
That's my
God says
name.
it is praise salutations. He says so. Babe.
I did not know that he was Gwabeni, my lord. I thought he was Constable Sizwe Kumbuzo Zungu. He never told this court that I'm Zungu stroke Gwabeni. But nonetheless, the Gwabeni that I'm referring to.
Sorry, isitakazelo sakamnisi.
Mine is very sacred, my lord. It just doesn't get said anyway.
Okay.
Yes. The Gwabeni that I'm asking you about is the Gwabeni that you allegedly say invited you to go to the,
Lo ngikhuluma ngayo ugwabeni
the
lo
party.
uthi wakubiza ukuthi uze ephosphorus.
Lobhalwe la ku-statement.
The one written in the statement.
The Gwabeni who invited you to come to his place.
Lo owakubiza ukuthi uze kwakhe.
Yebo.
Yes,
Uye loyo.
that's the
Ukhuluma
one.
ngayo statement.
Is he still alive?
Usaphila.
Yeah, uyaphila.
Yes, he is.
Thank you. When last did you see him?
Hayibo. Bengimele ngimbone mhlambe kanjani usho ukuthi
How? What do you mean?
I'm asking when last did you see him? That's a simple question. When last did you see him from today when you count backwards? When last did you see him? Mr. Zungu, look, we are a police official. We have come here to assist the court to come to a particular decision. So it's my duty to quiz you on everything that we have said on the court. Do you understand? Yeah. And can you please behave in a manner that accords with the decorum of this court?
Cela iphatheke ngendlela ehambisana nenqubo yasenkantolo.
When last did you see Mr. Gwabeni?
angikhumbuli.
I can't recall.
Thank you. Would you agree with me that in your entire testimony, or up to the point at which you're leaving the Basotho hostel where you were with Gwabeni, this Mr. Gwabeni remains a central piece of your testimony?
I think I missed the first part, sorry.
Thank you. Would you agree with me that from the inception of your testimony to the point where you allegedly left Basotho hostel there at Phosphorus, this Mr. Gwabeni is a centerpiece of your testimony?
Uzovelana nami yini uma ngithi ke uqala nje unikeza ngobufakazi bakho kuze kuyoba ke isikhathi la usuhamba khona ke ephosphorus noma eBasotho hostel ephosphorus ukuthi nje umuntu nje okhona nje ophakathi kubufakazi bakho okhuluma ngaye njalo nje uGwabeni?
Yebo.
Yes.
In other words, Mr. Gwabeni would come and tell this court. I think the state is going to call him just to come and corroborate what you've just told to this court. That you had phoned him. I mean, that he phoned you and requested you to come to his place because your homeboys will be coming in.
Ngicabanga ukuthi ke umbuso uzombiza ke uGwabeni lowo ukuthi eze azoqinisekisa ke impela ukuthi wakufonela nokuthi wakutshela ke ukuthi ke homeboys bazobe bekhona.
Uzobizwa estate noma uzobizwa yimi.
By me or by the state? Is it going to be called by me or by the state?
I've just said the state.
Qede kusho manje
Probably
ukuthi
be calling
umbuso
him to come corroborate everything that you have said that involves him.
ukuthi ke azokhuluma azosho ke konke lokho wena ukushilo mayelana naye.
Ngizwa ngawe lokho ukuthi bazombiza ngazi.
I am hearing it from you that they are going to call him. I know nothing about it.
The same Mr. Gwabeni would also come tell this court that at one particular point there are people who got into his room. I don't want to mention names now, I'll come to that. Who got into his room and they gave him 2 firearms.
Nokuthi ke kunabantu abangena ekamereni lakhe ngizowabiza ke amagama noma ngeke ngiwashoka amagama manje ngiyeza kulokho base bemnika izibhamu eziwu2.
Anginalwazi ukuthi uzobukhuluma ngani ngalezo ungayibona bemnikeza. accused number 1 and accused number 3. Ushaloko.
I have no knowledge as to what it is. Are you referring to accused number 1 and number 3?
I'm talking about what you told this court in your testimony.
Sure, ke lokhu wena okutshelele enkantolo.
Yikho nami engushoyo.
That is what I'm saying as well.
That you're not sure that he will come and say that.
Ukuthi uzoza noma ngeke eze angikwazi lokho.
Whether he will come or not, I know nothing about that.
Thank you. The very same Gwabeni that you have told this court about will also come and tell this court that whilst you were in his room at that hostel, you further asked him if, after being handed with the 3.8 special firearm, you asked him if that was not the firearm which he said he threw away in the river after shooting at Sinako.
Nokuthi ke uGwabini lo uzoza azothi le .38 special owambona enikwa ukuthi wambuza ke wena asiyona yini le owayilahla emfuleni futhi akusiyona yini le owadubula ngayo uSinako.
Lokho ngambuza lokho.
I did ask him that.
That's what I'm saying. He will come and confirm that.
Yiloko ngisho. Sorry.
Ukuthi uzoza noma ngeke eze kulungile ngithi nami ngakujabulela ukuzwa.
Whether he will come or not, that's fine. I'd also be happy to hear that.
And he will say the answer to the question that we have just asked him was that no, it wasn't the same firearm.
Uthi wasekuphendula ke wathi cha akusona leso sibhamu leso.
Uzosho njalo.
Is that what he's going to say?
Are you asking me?
No, ngizwa wena uthi mawuthi uzozosho lokho.
I'm hearing you saying that that's what he's going to come and say.
I'm saying what you are saying in your statement about him.
If yena ezozosho lokho, yilokho azokusho mina ngisho lokho kangakukhuluma naye. Engakhuluma naye yikho lokho.
If that's what he's going to say, then he's going to say it. But I am telling that which I asked him. That is what I asked him or I spoke to him about.
Thank you. Now let's get back. You are saying when you made the statement the typed version, the original of which the court has ruled that is non-existent, you are saying.
Sorry, Mr. Minister, don't misquote the court. The original, I said there is no evidence that there was a statement made by this gentleman which he made with his own handwriting and attested to, and it was commissioned by him before the Commissioner of Oaths. That's what I said. There was no original, in other words. He never made a statement. That's the court's finding. Please.
As it pleases the court.
Don't misinterpret the court.
Yes, thank you, my lord. The statement that the defense on behalf of the accused persons were given by the state, the typed version. Now, when Mr. Ramusipilo on behalf of accused number 1 and 2 was taking you through the steps in which or under the circumstances under which the statement was made, you're saying you were seated, actually as you were narrating the version of what happened, somebody was busy typing the statement, not so?
Uma Mr. Ramusipile kubuza ukuthi indlela statement lesi esenziwa ngayo shilo ukuthi wena wawukhuluma ube nomuntu ke noma kwakunomuntu wayetype yini.
Yebo.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, what I'm going to do now, or what I'm going to read now, it will be you talking and somebody typing. Do you understand?
Engizokwenza ke manje noma lokho ngizofunda ufunda wena uyakhuluma kunomuntu otypeayo.
In other words, I am going to create a bit of a scenario where you will be talking and you will assume that somebody will be typing, and this is how it goes. And this is you saying it. Around 9 p.m. on the very same day, now the person is busy typing that. I noticed Moses Bia, Mafiga, in bracket, open bracket, Sandy Sontanzi, close bracket, and Nkani, open bracket, Sifiso Zungu Ntuli, walking after each other to Gwabeni's bedroom coming from outside. Just let's hold it there.
Asime lapho ke ngabo 9 ngalelo langa lelo ngabona ke umuzi Sibiya umafika Sandiso Ntanzi kanye nonkani Sifiso kuhle Zungu Ntuli behamba ke belandelana beya ekamereni lakhe uGwabeni besuka noma bebuya ngaphandle.
Thank you. Now you're telling this person around 9 p.m. on the very same day, you noticed Muzi Sibiya, Mafika in brackets Sandiso Ntanzi. And Nkani in brackets Sifihlo Zungu Ntuli walking after each other to Gwabeni's bedroom coming from outside. Now, as you are trying in a way that you did to say, actually, Nkani's weight should not have been in that line. It should have been accused number 3's weight. Is that how I understood you? I mean, accused number 3's name. Is that how I understood you?
Indlela engikuzwe ngayo leyo ukuthi kwangafanele ukuthi kubhalwe unkani. Yes.
Thank you. Now this person is busy typing. Around 9 p.m. on the very same day, I noticed Muzi Sibiya, Mafika. I take it. When you are mentioning Muzi Sibiya, Mafika, and Nkani, instead of saying Nkani, you might have said Ncube or Carlos, not so?
I said Gadla.
Yeah, Gadla.
Ngathi uGadla.
Yes. Now, how come the person who's typing this statement would then say Nkani? Where did he take this name from? Nkani.
Sorry, Mr. Nisi.
Yes, my lord.
This witness,
Yes.
when he gave evidence, he said he had notes, is that not so? Which he wrote in his own hand.
Yes, my lord.
Penanda, you must remember, is the investigating officer. Incidentally, he happens also to be the commissioning officer.
Yes.
This witness, you must tell me if I don't quote you correctly. Even other counsels can say that. He says he was asked, and then he would refer, in the form of being asked, he would refer to his statement.
Yes,
and he would
madam.
relate. But the way you are putting it, it's like he is saying, the typist, he says, my name, then the lady types, is Ratamu Khwatleni. Is that how it happens, sir?
Yes, my justice. Yes, mankhuluma uyatype.
As I'm talking is typing.
Omunye should brigadier interviewer, omunye wayitype.
The brigadier was interviewing me, the other one was typing.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's how I understand.
Njengoba ubona lapha mawubheka nje lento ngibuza yona nababomnisi. Uyabona lapha kubhala uMafika. Ngenxa ukuthi uMafika kubo babengazithu bani uMafika. They have to ukuthi ngirefer to bani uMafika.
As you can see there, Mr. Mnis, you see there Mafika is written. Because they didn't know or were not aware as to who Mafika was, I had to tell them as to who is Mafika.
Let's not rush. I'm coming there. I'll
Was
take
I
the
not?
lead.
Come
You
on with
follow
them.
behind me.
Come on with it.
Yes. The lady is typing. As the court said, and then you said yes, no. As I was talking, the lady was typing. Now, instead of you saying Nkani, I understood you to have said Carlos. Not so.
I said Gadla.
Ngathi
Yeah,
uGadla.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Gadla should be
Gadla. Let us-
Don't get lost.
I'm not lost. Gadla. When you have said Gadla, how then did the word Sifiso kuhle Zungu Ntuli get into what we have just said? Gadla and Sifiso kuhle, what is it now? Sifiso kuhle Zungu Ntuli. The dialect and those names are not close to each other. The lady is typing. You say in Gaza, he types Sifiso kuhle Zungu Ntuli, not so. How
Yes.
could that have happened?
ngengikwazi ukuchaza ingakho ngikurectify ukuthi imistake ebhalwe lapha ukuthi ubeyithayipha kanjani ebhale type kanjani angazi ufuna ngichaze ukuthi ugadla igama leli lingene lapha instead of gadla kwangena igama elithi nkani.
As to how it happened, I can't be in a position, I won't be in a position to explain that. But I did say that there I said Gadla, but instead of Gadla, Nkani was then inserted there.
Thank you. That's the first hurdle in your testimony that is not explicable. Further on, you went on to tell her, and now we know it's a lady, because we've just confirmed it with the court. Then you say, I stood up and followed them. As I was suspicious of the manner in which they entered the house, I could see there was something wrong. I found Gwabeni in the bedroom. The ladies
Ngase ngibalandela
busy
ke ngabona ukuthi kukhona okusolisayo ngendlela abangena ngayo ngase ngithola ke uGwabeni ekamereni.
the lady is busy typing.
Uyatype ke usisi lona.
As I was approaching the bedroom, I could hear Gwabeni saying, there comes Babumngani, and someone switched off the light. The lady is busy typing.
Ngase mangisondela ke ngazwa uGwabeni ethi nangu baba omncane eza kwase kucishwa ke yona ke ilight. Uyatype ke usisi.
Then you proceed. You say, I saw Muzi giving Gwabeni a 38 special firearm and Kani giving Gwabeni a 9mm firearm.
Ngase ngibona ke umuzi enikeza uGwabeni i38 special unkani emnikeza yena ke i9mm.
And the lady is typing.
Uyabhala usisi.
Again, why would it be so that when you say to this lady, I saw Gaza handing over a 9mm to the firearm, the lady would write Nkani?
Njoba ngishilta ngazi ukuthi kwenzeke kanjani ngengemkhulumeli wayitype.
As I already said, I don't know how it happened. I can't speak on behalf of the one that was typing.
Thank you. Now you proceed with your narrative in verse, your story. Then you say to the lady, I then asked them, why are they having firearms on their hands? And asked them where they are coming from. The lady proceeds to type.
Ngase ngibabuza ukuthi ibhamu lezi kungani bephethe ibhamu ezandleni zabo futhi bayithola kuphi. Uyaqhubeka uyatype usisi.
No one responded.
Akekho mphendula vele.
Yes, indeed, no one responded.
Yeah, that we know because it's in the statement. But what I'm saying is, you are saying now, as you proceeding with the story, no one responded, and the lady says, or this witness is saying to me, no one responded. Let me type exactly what this witness is telling me exactly. Then you then proceed to say, I then took the 38 special firearm from Gwabeni's hand and looked at it. The lady continues to type.
Uyaqhubeka ke wase ustathi isibhamu esandleni sakho uGwabeni wasibheka uyaqhubeka ke usisi uyatype.
Not so.
Angithi.
Yeah, ngabe sengisithatha
Yes.
vele isibhamu kuye ngasibona.
Yes, indeed, I took the firearm from him and looked at it.
Then you proceed to narrate your story. I then asked Gwabeni if it was not the same firearm which he had said he threw away in the river after shooting Sinako with it. He said it was not the same firearm.
Ngase ngimbuza uGwabeni ukuthi akusona yini lesi uthi wasilahla ke wasilahla emfuleni futhi wadubula ngaso uSinako wathi cha akusona.
And then the lady is typing. And then you saying, but the firearm belongs to Nkani. I think that is what was Gwabeni said. Then the lady types that.
Wabusithi ke sikankani iloko wakusho ke wabuya type usisi lokho.
As you proceed with your story, you say, I then give him back the firearm. I take it, you took it back to Gwabeni.
Wase usidlulisela noma usibuyisela kuyena futhi uGwabeni.
And as you proceed, you say, I asked that Gwabeni give me my firearm. He reached for my bag and gave it to me. I took it, checked it. removed the magazine and counted my bullets and found that they were still the same as I have left them. I was checking if they did not take my firearm and use it somewhere. The lady is typing.
Ngase ngicela uGwabeni ukuthi anginikeze sami waletha isikhwama wanginikeza ngasibheka ngabheka imagazini ngabheka ukuthi inhlamvu zami saphelele yini ukubona ke ngathola ukuthi ke kusaphelele ukuthola ukuthi abasithathanga yini bayosebenzisa kwenye indawo usaqhubeka uyatype.
You proceed with your story. I also smelt it, but I could not pick up anything. I was concerned if they took my firearm and set it and used it to kill people, because I acknowledge that they are inkabi, in brackets, hitmen.
Uthi ngasinuka ke ngoba ke ngangi sokhona kwakungihlupha ukuthi mhlawumbe basithatha ke noma basebenzisa ukuthi babulala abantu ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi bayinkabi.
I was shouting. You proceed. The lady is typing. I was shouting and told them if they had done something, it shall be revealed one day. I put my firearm on my body. My figure walked out of the bedroom.
Nga bakhulumisa ke noma ngabathethisa ke ngathi ke uma ukuthi khona ke abakwenza ngazo kusezo vezwa ke ngelinye ilanga wase ephuma ke uma fika ekamereni.
Now you continue to state your story. And the lady is typing. Mthokoziseni Mapisa and Carlo Mtobisi Mnube walked into the bedroom and sat on the bed.
Ke kwasengena ke uMthokoziseni Maphisa kanye naye ke uCarlos Mtobisi Mncube bahlala phezulu kombhede.
Gwabeni asked me to give them a space as he wanted to discuss something with the guys.
Wabese ngicela ke uGwabeni ukuthi angiphumeke ngoba ke khona udaba befuna office ukuthi balidingide
Thank
kanye
you.
nabo.
Mthokoziseni Mapisa and Carlos Mtobisi Mnube walked into the bedroom and sat on the bed.
Ufuna nguphendule noma ngilalele kuphela?
Should I just listen or do you want me to respond?
This is my question. My question is, you are saying to this typist, Mthokoziseni Mapisa and Gadla walked into the bedroom and sat on the bed, not so?
Uthi ke kwangena ke uMthokoziseni Maphisa kanye naye ke uGadla Carlos Mncube bahlala embedeni.
Esami statement lapho sithi kwangena unkani ehamba no accused number 4.
My statement-
Already accused number 1 2 3 babe khona. So lapha ku statement ngoba ungibuyisela lapho ubona leligama elithi Carlos. Yabona?
My statement now with regards to that says it was number 5 who came in walking together with accused number 4. Accused number 1, 2 and 3 were already inside.
Yes. Now, what you are saying now, the statement should have read, according to the story that you're narrating on that day, should have read as follows. Mthokozisi Mapisa and Nkani walked into the bedroom and sat on the bed, not so?
Uthi bekufanele ukuthi sikanjalo.
Yebo.
Yes.
But again, for the third time, if that is what you told the lady on that day who was typing, how could it have happened that the lady now says Mthokoziseni Mapisa and Carlo Mtobisi Mncube walked into the bedroom and sat on the bed? Where did he get this word, this name, Carlo Mtobisi Mncube, from?
Uma kuukuthi belilokho wena ke wakutshela lo wayetype kwenzeka kanjani ke athi uMthokoziseni Maphisa kanye noCarlos walithola phi legama kaCarlos?
Ngiyakubona babumnise uyayuthanda lo mdlalo.
I see Mr. Mnisi you like this game.
Babumnise ngithi kuwe. Lamagama la ngene la. Ngoba ngilifakile ngathi uwrong uCarlos unkani ongene lapha. Nalapha futhi kuphambana amagama apho. Ayikho into eshintshile lapho. Ngiyabona ukuthi ufuna ukungisaphi kodwa ke mina ngizokuya lapho.
Okay. I see what happened here, Mr. Mnisi. It is the names that have been confused. Here where you mentioned Carlos, it's supposed to be Nkani, and also there where Nkani is supposed to be Carlos. I see where you want to take me to, but I'm not going there.
Because igama lika Carlos angaze ngilisho bengilazi ukuthi mina igama bekimbiza ngalo bengimbiza ngamakhuluma bengimbiza uGadla.
Because the name of Carlos, I didn't know that name. The name that I refer to it by is Gadla.
Thank you. That is where my concern is. You don't say to this lady that the person who's coming in with Mthokozisi Mapisa is Gadla. Instead is Nkani. But the lady that you are dictating to writes in the statement something that is totally not what you're telling her. Instead of writing Gadla, she writes Carlos Mthokozisi Ncube.
Endaweni yokuthi abhaleke ugadla lo wena umtshela ngayeke ngoba yena kangithi manje ubhale noma endaweni yokuthi abhale lokho wena umtshela kodwa akabhali ke ugadla ubhala ke uCarlos.
Okay.
Ubhale ngasikona lokho wena okushoyo kuyena.
Ugadla mangicabanga ugadla uCarlos uyena Mthobisi.
Gadla is Carlos and that is Mthobisi.
Yeah, no, I can understand. Let me ask you, the lady was typing here, was she privy to the investigation into the case?
Ilady leli noma usisi lona owayebhala lana ungaba wayenolwazi wayenalo mala nophenyo lecala leli.
Ngicabanga ukuthi angibazi abantu bebephenya ukuthi uyena muphi.
I think I didn't know.
Bengazi ukuthi uyaphenya ngazi ukuthi uKenneth Gininda, uBrigadier Gininda.
I think I didn't have the information as to who the investigating team was. The person that I knew to be investigating was Brigadier Kenneth Gininda at the time.
Thank you. But are you then aware, Mr. Kwabeni, Mr. Kwabeni Zungu, that contrary to what you have told, isn't that you told me, Mr. Kwabeni Zungu?
Yeah, kuyikho konke inkonzi.
It's all of it.
Yes.
You're not lost.
Would you then agree with me that on the basis of I've just brought to your attention what is contained in your statement, this was not a true reflection of what you were narrating to the lady? If at all, the story that we have come to tell this court has got a fragment of truth in it.
Ukuthi yavumela ukuthi lokhu okubhalwe lana ke akusikona lokhu wena ke owawukusho ke uma kuwukuthi lokhu wena ozile uzokutshela lenkantolo unalo nje iqiniso okunalo.
Iqiniso eliphindiwe lelo. Elokuthi accused number 1 2 3 bangena belandelana. Accused number 4 and 5 bangena emuva.
That accused number 1
lokho kumele ukuphikise bafu.
That accused number 1 2 and 3 came in following each other, and that accused number 4 and 5 came in afterwards. That is what you should dispute.
And you would further agree with me that in as much as you are trying so hard to give a reason on how this horrible error could have happened, you're finding yourself in a catch-22 situation.
Noma ke uzama ke ngako konke nakho ke ukuthi nje uchazeke lephutha leli elingake lenzekile lana ukuthi nje cha awukwazi uthola nje ukwisibho la khona ongakwazi ukwenza noma ukuthi uphume kusona. Uthi uyazama ke ngako konke onako ukuthi uchaze leliphutha elingake lenzekile lana kodwa nje ngeshwa ukuthi ke lokho okuzamayo ukuthi cha awuphumeleli kona.
Ngicabanga ukuthi mawuzwa bafu ngishilo ngathi accused number 1 2 3 accused number 4 5 bangena emuva. So ukuthi kubhaleke igama likaGadla liphambane likankani la endaweni embili akushintshi indawo kulokho engoshoyo.
I think I did say that accused number 1 2 and 3 came in following each other, then accused number 4 and 5 then came in afterwards. That Gadla and Kani's names were then confused or put in the wrong places. That doesn't change anything.
I want to open up an argument with you, because ultimately to argue it's going to be for me, as I will be standing here at the end of it all addressing the court. I only wanted to bring it to your attention that already on this document alone there's something that is being called someone being between the hard place and a rock. I don't know what place is that, but I normally hear people talking about that. But that is going to be my duty to argue before the court. But let's carry on. You are saying you were invited by Kwabeni Zungu to come over to his place because your homeboys were also coming. Did he tell you? Oh, Kwabeni is not Zungu. We are only
My
Zungu and
justice.
Kwabeni, but Kwabeni is not Zungu.
My justice udlala ngesithakazelo nangegama
We are
manje.
playing with the clan name here.
I'm sorry.
Yes, ukwabini uyuzungu my justice.
Kwabeni is
uyuzungu.
Zungu.
Yes.
Yes.
This is the clan name.
Yes. I thought maybe it is only you, because you Zungu, can be referred to Kwabeni, but Kwabeni cannot be referred to Zungu.
Hayi
So we can use it both ways.
Singakusebenzisa kokubili. Yes.
Thank you. Did Mr. Kwabeni tell you what the occasion was about?
Ngaba wakutshela yini ukuthi kwakuyini ke lena noma i-occasion yayingani ukwabini?
akangitshelanga
He didn't tell me.
Thank you.
wangitshela nje ukuthi kunabafowethu kunababa bomkhaya
Only told me that there will be homeboys.
ukuthi kunani nami lokho engangifisa ukwazi ukuthi ngangibizwe leni.
As to what the occasion was, that's also what I wanted to know as to why was I called or invited.
Thank you. But when you arrived there, you find a lot of your I'm sorry, my lord. Something is just going into the wrong throat here in my lord.
Hayi ngamnyisa. I sorry my justice.
Remember the old man was here the other day.
Just adjourn, my lord, for a minute. I think I need to
You
get to
remember the old
water.
man was here?
Excuse me, my lord.
The old man was here the other day. The other guy was actually here. You remember that old man?
The younger man.
Was he younger?
I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
You want to suggest?
I just need to get a seat, man. Maybe
So,
just
was I
adjourn for 5 minutes, my lord. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm busy. Thank you. I'm sorry about this horrible inconvenience, man. I'm approached by my colleague here that we can rather adjourn for it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine.
Thank you.
What time is it, Mr. It was 3. Okay.
10 minutes to
Okay, let's adjourn until
Kusasa ke ngo 10.